Good morning. Monday morning, about 7:33 a.m. And I wanted to make this video here really quickly because um, and before you start your morning, your week, I want to probably start doing these on Mondays, just to give you an encouraging word. But in our neighborhood, we have this house. I think it was a fire on Friday or Saturday, I believe. And it was like on the local Nextdoor app page that we have, and it's like, house is burning. It actually started burning two times. It started burning. The house was on fire. Firefighters came out and they extinguished it, and then I guess later on that night it started back on fire and it started burning again, and so they had to come out again and put the fire out. So I passed by this house this morning on the way to take the kids to school, and the house is just, it's burnt to a crisp. It's just completely burned. Luckily, nobody was injured. No humans or pets were harmed. Everybody got out safely. But as I was driving past this house, I thought to myself, it's in the middle of, it's kind of like in the middle of the street, as far as the houses go. So it's not like on the end of the block. It's like in the middle. And I'm like, man, it looks kind of dingy, a burnt house just in the middle of all these other houses. And I thought to myself, surely, of course, they're going to rebuild it, right? And then right then and there, the Lord spoke to me and said, you were like that burnt house. You were like that house that was burnt to a crisp. I had to sometimes burn everything out of your life. And if you know me and if you know my testimony, I won't get into it right now, but maybe later. But if you know a little bit about me, and many of you are the same way, you lost everything. You may have lost your family. You may have lost your friends. You may have lost your health. You may have lost your sanity. You may have gone through depression, anxiety. You may have gone through struggle, maybe lost your job. Maybe you went through a divorce. Maybe you went through a health scare. Maybe your children are going through some stuff. Whatever it is, the Lord was reminding me, Joe, you were that burnt house, that house that was burnt to a crisp. And I rebuilt you. But before I rebuilt you, I had to burn the things that I didn't need in your life. I had to burn the things that were not beneficial to you. I had to take away some of the stuff that you put in your life first before I rebuilt you. And so today that really spoke to me as I saw that house that was burnt. And it spoke to me because I think a lot of us, we go through our lives and we think that if we go through a struggle, if something bad happens, if we go through a tragedy in our life, then God must not love you. And God must not love me because I'm going through something. God must not, maybe God forgot about me because I'm going through these bad things. And why is everyone else having their best life, right? Why is everyone else living their best life, but I'm over here struggling? If you've ever felt that way, I have. So that's me, right? But listen, sometimes God will use tragedy to build you up. And he will use those bad things that happen in your life for a couple of reasons. The main reason that I found that God uses those things is that he wants you to feel that pain because it's going to be used as a purpose. So you've heard that before, right? Your pain can be used for a purpose. And sometimes we forget that God will build us up by using situations, by using sometimes even tragedies. Some of the worst things that have ever happened to me have been the greatest teachers of my life. And so today I want you to be encouraged. I want you to stay strong. I want you to be vigilant. I am rooting for you. I believe that this year is going to be different than the rest. And we always say that every year, right? This is going to be my year, new me, right? We always say that, but I truly believe that this year is going to be different. I myself have started doing some things differently, not just with my health, but just with the way I operate, the way I do things in my own personal life within my church. I've started to delegate responsibilities and tasks because my my whole thing is, if I'm a leader, if I am saying that I want to encourage change and be the change, it has to start with me, right? And so today I want you to think about that and encourage someone today. Be an encouraging voice. Be a motivator. Be a motivator in somebody's life today. And remember that sometimes your house might be burnt to a crisp. Sometimes your dreams, your emotions, your health, maybe you're not feeling it. Maybe you don't feel good, or maybe something's going on. But listen, sometimes God allows that to happen because he doesn't want us to just go through it. He wants us to grow through it. So today, grow through the storm. And like Pastor Joe said yesterday, every storm runs out of rain. So be blessed today. Remember that God loves you. I love you. Now you go love you and do the right thing.